Welcome to 3 Games. In this recap, The Walking Dead Season 11 Part 1. If you want to watch Season 11 Part 2 recap, click here. Things are looking quite bleak in Alexandria. The resources are depleted and the group is in a desperate search for aid. Maggie is leading a team to her former place of residence, Meridian, in hope of finding supplies. Meanwhile, Eugene and his group are stuck in a shady new civilization out in West Virginia, and Carol is still fighting for Alexandria's survival, creating a trail of chaos wherever she goes, as usual. Maggie's team includes Gabriel, Alden, Daryl, and against her wishes, Negan. The group heads into the subway tunnel to try and steer clear of the rainstorm, as well as the Reapers. Negan repeatedly remarks how bad this idea is, and he is soon proven right when they come across a train blocking their path forward. A few key members of their team are lost, including Gage, who Maggie has to let die in fear of the walkers, overpowering the whole group. When faced with the same decision, Negan decides to let Maggie die. Unfortunately for him, she survives, and her murderous rage for him only grows. When the group gets separated, Maggie and Negan finally have a much-needed therapy session to talk about their feelings. Negan tells her he regrets not killing everyone the night he killed Glenn. Maggie is less than thrilled to hear the mention of her dead husband, but has to admit that Negan is being honest with her and has no choice but to trust him for the time being. Reuniting with some of their group, Negan fashions them some Whisperer-esque masks to infiltrate a herd to attack Meridian, while also Negan teaches them to be more Whisperer-like. Elsewhere, after jumping through way too many hoops, Eugene, Ezekiel, Yumiko, and Princess are finally admitted into the ultra-secret utopian society, the Commonwealth. It is run by a mysterious governor and all too cheery Deputy Governor Lance. As with most things that seem too good to be true, the Commonwealth certainly is suspicious. Yumiko is thrilled to be reunited with her brother, Tommy, who she thought was long dead. She is confused to find him working as a baker when he is really a doctor, a secret he begs her to keep. Eugene finally meets the elusive Stephanie, who was the entire reason for this quest. When he breaks the strict rules of the Commonwealth, he and his new gal Paul are sentenced to probation and have to help clean up some stray walkers. In an attempt to save the life of the governor's son, Eugene manages to get sentenced to prison for his recklessness. Lance promises Eugene his sentence will be commuted in exchange for information on Alexandria. In Carol's path, after having to sacrifice a horse for food, Carol and Aaron head to the remains of Hilltop to see if there are any resources left there they can utilize. What they find instead are some left behind Whisperers who are just as ornery as ever. After some light torture from Aaron, a Whisperer finally reveals that they knew Connie is still alive after she survived the cave catastrophe. Armed with this information, Carol forms a rescue team consisting of Magna, Rosita, and Connie's sister, Kelly. Meanwhile, a disoriented Connie has been found by Virgil, who we haven't seen since Michonne left on his boat. The two have been holed up in a big house which seems to be haunted, but in reality, it is filled with terrifying people who have become feral cannibals, living inside the walls of the house. When it seems as if there is no escape, Carol and her team finally locate the house, which was hidden from the road, and save them from the cannibals. Connie and Kelly have a cheerful reunion. When Daryl got separated from Maggie's crew, he and Roy are able to make it out of the subway tunnel and are immediately attacked by the Reapers. Roy is killed and Daryl is taken alive. Daryl is stunned to find that his former fling, Leah, is under the mask. She and her group take him back to Meridian to meet their leader Pope, who leaves no scenery left unchewed. Pope is justifiably suspicious of Daryl and has Daryl go to extremes to prove his loyalty to the Reapers. Daryl complies while secretly keeping Maggie and her crew safe. When the herd of walkers begins to approach Meridian, Pope and the Reapers start to set off landmines to kill the initial onslaught of the walkers. The Reapers also unveil a super secret awesome weapon that can shoot arrows into the herd. A storm hits Alexandria and the survival struggles to keep walkers at bay when it brings down some of the walls. As night falls, the Reapers begin destroying the horde with landmines. Daryl helps Maggie and Gabriel infiltrate Meridian and allows workers inside and finally confesses to Leah his allegiance to Maggie. Leah is aghast, but when Pop prepares to fire a Hwacha, the new awesome weapon, at walkers and Reapers alike, she kills him. Despite Daryl inviting her to join his group, Leah refuses, remaining loyal to her family with the Reapers and taking leadership of them. Leah outs Daryl through alliances to the other Reapers and attacks the group with a new weapon. This is all for Season 11 Part 1 recap. If you want to watch Part 2, click here. I hope you enjoyed the last part of the last season of Walking Dead. Thanks for watching TV Glimpse.